Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I fell head over heels for pattern cake roll style cakes this year. And today I'm gonna show you another one that I made. It was inspired by Frozen Fever birthday cake. So let's get started. To prepare the pattern batter, you need room temperature butter, all-purpose flour, powdered sugar, room temperature egg whites, and vanilla extract. Start by beating the butter until creamy and then gradually add powdered sugar. Now add a splash of vanilla. And now dump in all of the egg whites and now just mix it on medium high until it all comes together. And now on low speed gradually add all of the flour. Now I'm thinning the batter a little bit so it's easier to pipe using a little bit of water. You can also option for some freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now divide the batter into 3 sections, keeping 2 of these approximately the same and then adding a little more for the sunflowers. And now we have to color these. For the sunflowers I'm using lemon, a yellow food coloring, and I'm adding a touch of orange so I get a nice golden color. And then we need some leaf green and also some brown. You want to fold the color in. To pipe I'm using these medium-sized piping bags. Now this is my sunflower template and a baking sheet I'm using. This is a jelly roll baking sheet. I can't fit this whole sheet in my freezer, so I'm going to pipe these onto parchment paper laid on my cutting board. This is the parchment paper I'll be using. And now we're just going to start with the brown. That's for the center of the sunflower. Once you piped all of these, just move the template, align it, and then repeat. Now align it again with the centers, and then we can use yellow. And just use the template underneath to guide you. I'm basically doing zigzag pattern, but I'm using the points on the petals on my template to guide me, and then you just repeat that on all of the flowers. Now move the template, align it with brown centers and finish up the flowers. Now to add the leaves I'm using green batter, and you can just simply pipe the leaves. You could make these smaller, bigger. Now that we've done the flowers, we have to freeze this for about 30 minutes. To prepare the cake batter, you need eggs, granulated sugar, all-purpose flour, melted and cooled butter, a little bit of salt, and vanilla extract. Start by separating the egg whites and egg yolks. Now add a little bit of salt to the egg whites and beat on high until soft peaks are formed. And now we can add about half of the granulated sugar. You want to beat the egg whites until you have stiff and glossy peaks formed. Now it's ready. So I'm going to scrape this into a clean bowl. Now into the bowl add egg yolks and remaining granulated sugar. Beat this on high until pale in color and doubled in volume. Into the butter add vanilla extract, stir and set aside. Now we can gradually add melted and cooled butter with vanilla extract into the egg yolk mixture. And now I'm going to fold in flour, alternating with meringue. Once you're almost done folding everything in, you can add blue food coloring and fold it in. Spray the jelly roll pan with non-stick spray and slide sunflower pattern on top, and now you can pour the blue cake batter on top and spread it evenly. Now we're going to bake this for about 13 to 15 minutes. While that's baking, prepare the wax paper and dust some powdered sugar on top. And now the cake is baked. Run a spatula around the edges to release the cake so it's not sticking. And then we're going to flip it onto the wax paper that we dusted with powdered sugar. Now peel off the top layer of parchment paper. This is a really fun process as you get to see beautiful pattern on the cake. Now place another layer of wax paper on top and now flip the whole thing. Now at this point you need to determine where the sunflowers are. You want to start rolling it at the end that doesn't have any sunflowers, because that's going to be hidden in a cake. The first turn is always the hardest. As you get by that first turn it gets easier. You want to do this while the cake is still warm. I also like to wrap it in a kitchen towel. It adds more stability so it's easier to move. To prepare the filling, I'm using cream cheese, room temperature butter, cocoa powder, chocolate chips, some cream, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and optionally you could also add some caramel flavoring. Melt the chocolate in a microwave. As you see there are still a little bit of chocolate in there, but as you stir the chocolate, the heat from the dish is going to melt the chocolate nicely, and then you have to let it cool a little bit. Beat the cream cheese with room temperature butter. Now add cocoa powder. Start on low so you don't end up having cocoa powder everywhere. And now we can gradually add powdered sugar, alternating with cream. Now I'm adding melted and cooled chocolate. Now vanilla extract. And if you'd like, you can add several drops of caramel flavoring. And now here is the roll that we made. It's already cooled, and I'm going to peel the wax paper. Carefully peel it off. Unroll the cake. If it tears a little bit, don't panic. You can still use it. Okay, now we can spread the filling on top. Now cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate the cake for at least 4 hours before serving. Transfer the cake onto a cake platter. And this is what the cake looks like inside. I really enjoyed making this cake. I actually shared it with my neighbors. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in a comment section down below. And if you are looking for more ideas for pattern cake roll recipes, check out how to make chocolate mint shamrock cake or this delicious fresh strawberry cream snowflake cake. And on top of it, if you are a sunflower fan, here are a few ideas that you can learn how to make sunflower cookies and royal icing sunflowers. And stay tuned for takeouts from this episode.